there, it's Heidi, and it is Real Life Transitions, episode 12. 12 episodes. That means I've been doing this for 12 days. This episode is called Persistence and Consistent. Persistent and consistent. Are you persistent and consistent? I've been pretty consistent with this real life transition video blog, and I'm kind of proud of myself because I have to race either here home or I have to do it off site. So staying persistent and consistent isn't as easy as it sounds, but I think it's worth it, and that's what this episode is about. So the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful isn't the absence of obstacles, but the presence of perseverance, and that's by Chris Widener. So that goes back to being as persistent as possible during a transition in your life. I had worked in an environment where there was a lot of health and wellness, and one of the things that we did was we helped coach people through pre-diabetes or choosing to lose weight or some goal like that. And there were many times that after 2 workouts, after 2 weeks, it was really frustrating to people to not have seen some results or felt results. And I understand that. And when we talk about transitions, there's a few things that I want to share that I think are good tips to help, and that might remind us that persistence and consistencies, being consistent, is important during your transition. The first thing is demand effort and not perfection. We talked a little bit about that yesterday, and I think perfection is just something that we tend to want to accomplish while we're going through a transition. We want to get it right, but I would be more focused on effort. Are you doing what you need to do every single day to get through this transition? And if that is beating diabetes and losing weight, you have that kind of goal, then being persistent and consistent at exercise and eating well and following medical orders is going to get you there, but you have to demand effort, not perfection. So remember that. Try not to throw yourself into a tizzy about missing a day of your workout. It's more important that you're actually out there and you're giving it effort. Okay, how about break down the scary task into bite-sized pieces? I think that's a good tip. I really hate the expression, how do you eat an elephant 1 bite at a time? And it's just because eating an elephant sounds really gross to me. But in this case, it's really appropriate and true. If your tasks that are before you feel very overwhelming, then it's just going to frustrate you more and more. For those of you who've ever walked through your house and room to room, seen one mess after another, and picked up one thing there and picked up another thing in another room, and then ended up flopping on the couch because you're so exhausted from the overwhelmingness of having to clean the house. That's the same thing as taking that task and putting it into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to do something for 5 minutes and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do something for 10 minutes and then I'm going to take a break. But take these things and break them down into bite-sized pieces, because it really works. It really does work. So stay persistent and consistent on your task by breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. And the last one, which I really liked, the last one is called believe. So here's what Gandhi said. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values becomes your destiny. So it really does start with your belief. You need to believe that you are going to successfully get through this transition in your life. You need to believe that sitting around in your pajamas and watching reruns of Judge Judy isn't probably going to get you there. Nothing wrong with it if you need a day to do that, but get up in the morning and believe that this is just a transition in your life that you will get through quickly and with persistence and consistency. I felt like this day was a good day because I have stayed on the path of staying busy, getting in front of people, talking to people about what I'm doing, and transitions are hard. So those of you who might be just tuning in, this is Real Life Transitions, and it's me, Heidi Hardy, going through a transition in my life, and I want to share my experience with you, and then the tips that I'm reading and researching, and trying to put into practice. Here's the thing: am I practicing what I'm preaching? And I am trying to do that. So good things are happening all around, and I'm hoping after 12 episodes we're going to start to see, or today, tomorrow will be episode 13, and I'm not superstitious, so we're going to do 13. But we're going to talk more about transitions. But the thing that I want to talk about that I've been reading a lot about is manifesting, and it's very, very interesting. So a couple of things, two things before I go. One is I'm doing real life relationships with Denny Abbey this evening, and that should be pumped out in YouTube form. So don't miss it. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be about narcissism. So that is going to be a new episode coming out. And two, tonight we are raising money at the YMCA. Our goal is to raise $10,000. And so I will be calling and trying to raise funds for the YMCA and all the wonderful things that they do. So if you have a heart for the YMCA, feel free to reach out to me and let me know what your pledge might be. And it can be as little as $10. It can be anything that you want, because anything and everything counts. This is Heidi Hardy. I am so grateful for you and for all this experience that I'm having. Thank you for joining me today. And remember to stay persistent and be consistent. Oh, I've been missing my tagline, which is remember to live your real life passionately, which I need to start doing more and more. But that's my tagline. Remember to live your real life passionately. Talk to you later. Bye.